Too fast, too far. But that is a very tricky pit road entrance because of the way that the straightaway flattens out. So you want to ride the banking as far around as possible and be as far out on the pit line as possible to carry as much speed around the corner. But you need to know your references.
A lot of speeding penalties, violations here because of that very scenario that you saw right there. Good to practice that, though. I'm glad to see Reddick doing that. We noted how fast his car is, and that could be a pretty pivotal impact on his race come tomorrow. Talk about fast. Talk about on a roll. William Byron just continues to get better and better in that car. I mean, no longer do you have just one dominant car in Hendrick Motorsports. This 24 car is setting pace, and actually, in my opinion, possibly, Kevin, I've heard you say it several times, I mean, setting a pace that's even hard for Kyle Larson to keep up with.
Well, it definitely is going to push each other. It's going to push the two of them to make each other better. And as a teammate, that's really what you want, is somebody that can push you and make you better and faster every single week. But they're going to have to beat this guy. Notoriously, Bubba's been good here.
Yep, last year's pole sitter.
Well, teammates to Reddick. He liked what he saw with his teammate Reddick. Bubba Wallace going out here for his crack of the bat. You know that those teams in communication, him watching, all the data that he was looking at, throttle, brake, steering, those are all the things he was looking at with Tyler Reddick, trying to match his speed, as we were talking about best consecutive 10, 15, 20 laps.
Clinton, I was just looking at the scoreboard of the fast laps, and Ty Gibbs is 0.2 faster than second place. But when you look at second place, Brad Kozlowski, he ran a 28.55, and it's just over 1/10 to 15th.
There's Kyle Larson. He's fastest in this practice so far. Third overall, as you're seeing. I think you're going to see a lot of those. They're going to be happy about it. Yeah. See you guys. That's 3 generations there, it looks to me like. That's awesome.
Speaking of generations, here's Jimmy Johnson, 7-time Cup champion, racing a limited schedule for Legacy Motor Club.
Out of throttle off time.
Well, right now he's just trying to figure out what he's doing.
He's going to pit and work on his race car.
So difficult to just show up and drive these cars and be competitive with how different this next-gen car is compared to what Jimmy had driven in the past. And it's going to take him a while to get comfortable to go fast.
Michael McDowell, whose history at Texas Motor Speedway will be forever linked to one not-so-shining moment.
Wow. It's hard to believe that's real.
It is.
Boy, was it. I was right there in turn 1 waiting to go out and make my qualifying run, and saw it firsthand. There he is going through the very corner. That would be fresh. And man, that car's wiggling around quite a bit. Looks pretty loose. But just a crazy wild wreck that he was so fortunate to be able to literally walk out away from. That was one that caught all of our attention, Kevin.
And